Gotta get the squat lobsters for Roland. So this definitely has changed, huh?
Yeah, definitely. We're moving into an area with, it's a lot more sort of craggy, and there's a lot less sort of soft sediment around. And maybe as we move slope, we'll begin to see more and more sessile suspension feeders.
I imagine the geology has
So
to do
again,
is
can
gone
we
to
do a
lunch.
snap zoom on this? This looks like a dead coral that's been covered over with manganese.
Oh, on the
with
ground
crust.
too.
Yeah, and so
All
that
right, we'll take a look.
again makes us think, you
Come on
know,
in.
how quickly does this crust form, and
Sure.
how old is this sort of dead coral here?
Holding
Wow,
motion.
look at that.
I'm gonna sneak in and light it up here.
That is incredible. You can see now it's sort of forming substrate for a lot of other animals. You can see some sponges. What looks, there's a little pink thing on the left that I can't quite make out.
There's a whole row of polyps or something up here.
Yeah, it looks like a little row of sort of Purigorgia. It looks like there's some, these are zoanthids.
See the one on the left, the yellow?
Yeah, and another, these all look like types of zoanthids.
That's cool.
And so zoanthids a lot of the time overgrow a lot of dead stalks, or sometimes even live coral. They kind of compete and end up overgrowing them. Thank you very much, pilots. It's brilliant.
You're welcome. Videos or a shot you want?
One thing I might add
Unless we want to
is
see
that
what is on the ground there.
coral that was extending up from that base looks like it's lying down just to the left
Oh, wow.
on the ground there. And but the whole thing is so old that it's very well coated with manganese, and I don't know how long it takes to get a manganese coat, but this is a very thick manganese coating on the so this coral was probably alive a really, really, really long time ago.
Yeah, so I think it does take quite a long time. I know it's a different process to nodules, but nodules form on the order of magnitude of like a couple millimeters
overhead,
per
pilot.
million years.
All right, I gotta run
like 1
video.
millimeter per million years.
Thanks.
So this, Les, you're very correct. This could be a very, very, very old coral covered in manganese crust.
That's exactly what it looked like to me. And so all of a sudden we're in an area that has, it's just a talus slope, right? It's a fairly weathered talus slope. There's a lot of manganese crust, but this is the first time that we've seen this on this dive where we're basically entirely in talus slope. Most of the sediment is nowhere near as heavy as it was before. We're seeing some very large blocks off to the right side of the screen.
We're just giving a little push to catch up with the ship.
Coral is that we have not seen anything, at least on this dive. I don't know about some of the other dives, but we haven't seen anything that's alive today that looks like that either.
That is a very good point, Les. Thank
Fish,
you.
right.
So we're moving into, again, another little community that's got quite a couple of things going on. Can we zoom on that fish, please?
Yep. Come on in, video.
So there's a fish, there's a relicanthus anemone just for you, Jeff. Well, not an anemone, a relicanthus.
Is there more of that? Is that more manganese encrusted dead
coral on the ground?
dead coral? Yeah.
So just a reminder, relicanthus, when we're going to zoom in on it after, is not an anemone. It's a new order of cnidarians.
Is the ship still going?
Yes, but it's just about done.
Okay.
But Cirrus will have a little bit to catch up.
All right. If we might, I want to back up if they have a lot of time.
This also
Yeah,
looks
wanna
like
spend it here.
About 5
a
meters or so.
snapper blanket eel, like what we had before, but
Yeah, that works for me.
much less
Bridge
gnarly.
nav.
Go ahead, Nav.
We're going to go ahead and stop here and then reverse. We're going to go
That's their
5 meters
unplugged by the
at
light shake, I
360
think. I've
degrees
seen it
or
before.
straight north at 0.2 knots.
Or
Repeat your last.
sometimes
I did
what
not
I
get it.
We're going to go 5 meters
This reaction
due north, 0.2 knots.
Understood. 5 meters due north, 0.2 knots.
Good copy.
Shot at the end there.
The ROV and the lights.
Nice follow,
Also
pilot.
interesting that was a very fat eel.
Hey, Nav, maybe we should make that 10.
Maybe it was either an eel.
Yeah.
It's not
Video's
right
switching
over
it.
top right now, and there's
Bridge
still
nav.
a swing.
Maybe it was even like
Go ahead, Nav.
Can we go ahead and make that 10 meters?
10 meters, good copy. Due north.
But I could see the position of the dorsal fin, how far forward it came on that body of the eel, which can help with the identification.
Let me know if you need me
there are
to
several
race ahead.
species that have that
Oh, you're
fin
okay.
position, so I can't tell what it is right now. We've got somebody.
The video's ready for you, as needed.
All right. I'm going to do this cool guy in a second. Under the rock.
Great, thank you, Bruce. So
Just
on
gonna
this
come in and
rock,
get
we've got an incredible little community here. This Relicanthus Nidarian, which is a new order of Nidarians as of about 2 years ago.
Okay, you can come in.
And then we've also got a really large Brazingid. Is it a Brazingid? Or crinoid? Okay, we're going to have to zoom in on it after. The sponge just above the Relicanthus. So this one's not got particularly long arms relative to how long they
Hey,
can
Nav,
get.
what's the delay been like?
I think I've mentioned before that
It's
in
not too
the
much,
Eastern
honestly.
CCZ, Eastern Pacific Ocean,
I
we've
didn't watch when you were stopped.
seen
but
some Relicanthus
Yeah,
that had
it's like-
tentacles
our
up
moves,
to
our
about
30
8 feet long.
meter moves are taking 5 minutes, and it's like 3 minutes
As
or
we
so
finish
after
this,
that
I'd like
finished.
to push
Okay.
into the base of this creature.
So honestly,
Okay.
it's about 3-4 minutes.
Okay, I would think probably a little
So
bit
when
less
you're
than that.
finished,
But
yeah,
that
I'll
sounds
do it.
about right.
That's a
You ready?
padded estimate.
Okay, go
Got
ahead
it.
in.
Thank you, Nav.
Just so I can help me line it up. Yeah, go ahead. Got any more zoom, or is that all of it?
It's max.
It's hard to get it, huh?
Yep, that's the best I can get with that landing.
Can we get the starboard swing arm down lower there, co-pilot?
Copy that.
While he adjusts, I'll pull for full specimen
Let me put the packs on.
and tilt down.
Tilt down, aye.
Spinning up HPU.
A little more.
A little more.
Want to get the tips.
Starboard lower.
Yeah, give it a second for him to do this, and then when you're ready, when video's clear with this shot, we can bring the starboard lower down.
Copy.
This is a cool shot.
I'm turning a little bit to starboard to get a better look at it.
Okay. And,
Okay, you can push back into the base.
all right, you're clear. Try the starboard lower.
Okay.
See if we can light this up.
Starboard lower.
Video wants to get a shot.
First swinging to the right.
Yeah, it's already deployed, so you can just go down from there.
Okay, and now I'm going to deploy a little bit lower.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
How's that video?
Yeah, keep going a little more.
There, I see the light coming in there now.
Start going down. Hold there. Oh yeah, go down a little more.
Coming down.
So when we're finished filming this, can we go and look at the rest of the community at the top of the rock, please, pilot?
Yeah, of course. I've stopped the ships. We've got a little bit of time here. Video wants to get a shot of the base, which we haven't gotten much before.
Keep going down.
Try coming left slowly.
All
Let's
right,
see if that
coming
does
left
it.
slowly.
Yeah.
Coming in.
There's some light in there now.
All right. All right, video. You can
Yep,
zoom in and
very nice.
Give it a whirl.
Now I'll try to pull for this.
Yeah, I've already
full
backed
specimen.
off, and I think I'm stationary now. So
That looks good to me. Pull for what?
Just tilt down at this angle.
Oh,
Now they can see the base and they look at this image.
okay. And then you want the star and one of the sponges?
Yeah, everything that's on top of the rock, actually.
Okay.
There was quite a couple of things that
All right,
were
we'll go for the
interesting
star
looking.
from here because I think
So
it's well
I
lit up.
think it's actually a crinoid.
Oh, it is a crinoid. Okay.
So this is a chemachalid crinoid,
Start in video.
which is a type of echinoderm. And there's also a sponge next to it on the rock.
Go to the heart for focus.
Okay. What is that on him?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Got a little polyp growing on him.
So you can see this one's hoisted itself as much into the water column as it can. It's right at the top of this very tall rock. And that's so that it can try and catch as much food as possible on its
Pulling for
arms
full
and then
image.
move it into the central disc, which is where the mouth is.
we've got the uppers to position as well if we want to do that.
Yeah, I think it's okay right at the moment. I don't want to swing them around while we're close to the wall or close to these rocks. I can't quite
Okay,
gauge on how
video's
close they
clear
are.
with that one.
Thanks. I'm going to pick up for the other ones if you want to come full wide.
She want.
Oh, do you want that sponge right there, or do you want just the stuff on top?
The sponge on top, actually. Just,
Okay.
It looks really interesting.
full wide?
Do you want it from here, video? Is that something
that's
look good?
Yeah, that's acceptable distance.
Coming around. Tilting up. You can come in.
Gotta continue to rotate left.
Yeah,
So the
well, I'm
sponge
just
is
gonna
like
use
a
it to
type
aim.
of farreid.
Ooh, there's a big whip up there, too.
When we get a chance, you have a look at in the upper right, there's
I saw it, yeah, the big
very
whip.
curvy looking structure that might be bamboo pole.
Yeah, the pilots have already spotted it and said they were going to head over there next. They're on it. Don't worry.
All right, how's that video? Oh,
That's centered.
I'm losing my footing. Lost my footing. Catch it here.
So Shirley Pomponi is saying that perhaps this is the genus of the sponges Parea.
Okay.
Just spotted on the far left of the screen one of those walking stick
All right.
critters. I just
A
noticed
what?
it.
Yeah, that's the walking
I
sticks.
don't know what to name it.
What is a walking stick?
Wait till you see it. He describes it perfectly.
Do you mean a picnogonid?
Probably.
No.
Oh no, that's a sea spider.
Yeah.
No, not a picnogonid. They're smaller and more like a walking stick. Have you ever
Like
seen the
an
walking
inch.
sticks in like the trees? It's like one of those for the.
Oh, like a stick insect?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to guess you mean like an isopod of some kind.
All right. All
Where
right,
is it?
video.
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
pick up for that. It's out of reach for this toe hold.
Did you see it?
Looks like
I do
there,
see it crawling
okay.
there.
might be
Yeah.
an amphipod
I can.
in that
I'll
sponge,
turn and show you.
about halfway up, kind of a pink and white structure. There is one family of amphipods that
That's all I
are
got.
not very well known, but they tend to live inside glass sponges.
Oh no, it's that thing
I
you
know,
were
it's
seeing
the
before.
same. So Les has another of the pairs living on the reed that you noticed before. Wow, it's got really long legs, antennae.
Yeah, sometimes.
Is that what you meant, Roland?
Yes, I thought that was a different thing.
Oh my! They're doing silly things.
You can, on this one, you can see the suspension feeding activity of the female that's out on the tip of that
How-
stalk.
How do you know that's the
Um,
female, Les?
Brings the antennae in and cleans them off with the mouth parts.
Yeah, how do you know that's the female, Les, on the end?
All right. Want to go for one of the other sponges?
Just by the
Okay.
position. Usually the female's out on the very end. And but then when the babies hatch, then the female will move closer to the base and the male will take off.
Okay. Let's see if
Wow.
that's centered. I think I'm
Interesting.
full
I wonder why.
full left right now. Both toes are in, so that's what
For
I
the
got
sponge.
for the sponge.
Okay, and that looks like a Caulophacus sponge. Judging by the stalk of it, it's not fibrous at all.
Is that okay?
That's great. Thank you, pilot.
Tilt down to look at the, I think they're talking about the fibrous stalk.
Yeah, so you can't see any of the fibers like you would on a glass sponge. So I'm thinking this one's a Caulophacus. And Shirley Pomponi has told me I'm correct. Thanks, Shirley. Okay, so if we could pick up, if you've got enough video, and go and see that whip coral,
Yep.
please.
Possible.
Hey, pilot, if it's okay with you, I was going to bring that starboard lower back right.
Yep. Yeah, I'll fix the starboard lower for sure. Thanks. And you can even bring it up some again.
Okay.
Pulling it back up. Put it back even with this one. If it's
Copy
possible.
that.
Oh, try to get even lighting for the most part.
Hi, this is Patty Fryer at the Hawaii ECC, and just looking at the Sirius imagery and this block of stuff in front of us, I'm guessing we are
Okay.
looking at
All right. So that looks about even, so I'm going to secure the packs.
the columnar
Copy that.
jointing is perpendicular to the fractures, and this is a dike that looks like it might be a couple meters.
Let's see where I can get with my tether here.
thick. That's it for me.
Patty, we didn't quite hear a lot of that. Would you
Hey,
mind
Nav,
repeating
what's our
yourself?
heading?
And pilots, can we have our
I guess we're
our
stationary.
scale
Yeah, we're
lasers,
stationary right
please?
now, but our heading is 75
Lasers
degrees.
on, yeah.
Say again?
So our heading is 75, basically directly into the
I'll
wind.
repeat. I think what we
075?
075, yes.
Our
heading of the ship, or do you want-
Oh, I'm sorry. The bearing of the move.
Oh, okay. Well, the last one was straight north, but the next one needs to be straight south.
Copy that.
Between the fractures, a little bit to the
Yeah, you
left
can
of the
you can just
two
follow me while
rears,
we're stopped, and then we'll line back up before we take off.
jointing
Copy that.
is The actual joints
Okay,
themselves
video. You want to start in on this?
are perpendicular to the big fractures between sections of the dike. If you look in the Sirius image, you can see that structure extends up.
Trying to get the
shallower
lasers on this
of the
one
ROV.
branch here to try to judge it.
Thanks very much, Patty. I think you
Okay.
came in just at the time
So
when we
pilots, how
actually
big do you think this
are
coral
looking
is?
at real geology.
Okay, so that branch, zoom back out, please. That branch is 10 centimeters, full, so we can see the full thing. And 1, 2,
Oh my
3,
goodness.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
You will
12,
need
13,
to
14.
This is like
have a
3
look at
meters
the
long.
base of this,
Yeah, I mean
as well.
it's at least 2 meters, could be 3.
So this is a really big icidid black coral.
Hey, pilot, what's
Not
that
black
to the
coral,
right
sorry,
of there?
icidid bamboo coral.
Something that, like, in the middle of the screen on the right, that looks like a tail.
Les, do we think this is lepidisis?
I don't see it.
It's
Oh.
like- you see, it's probably a rock, but
Oops, sorry, Roland. So they want to see the base. I'm going to just line up for the base real quick, Roland.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot more activity on the base there.
Oh, it's coming right at you.
Yeah. Touchdown here. Man, we could almost just fly and put the tip of it in the bio box and close the lid and fly away. When you have to turn the arm on. Alright, you can start coming in. I'll try to walk it over without losing my toe hold.
So at the base is also a camatulid crinoid and a little shrimp
Hey,
holding
Nav.
on just at the base.
Yeah.
I think a
Could you put in
because
a
I can just make out some
5-meter
really, really
move?
long legs.
Definitely.
Is that
And
full
there's
zoom?
also another one of those
Along
furious
the
hunches in the
207?
background.
So I think we might be here.
207?
Yep.
Okay.
Just to put me a little bit closer.
Pilot, you go with that as well?
What's that?
A 5-meter move along 207.
just to put me a little bit closer to D2.
No, that's all right. We'll finish up here, and then
Okay.
I'll come south.
Copy.
We'll get back on track soon.
It's hard to figure this out, but it sort of looks like the living bamboo has started to grow on a part of the dead
Yeah.
exoskeleton, perhaps, in the previous one.
I was gonna say this is a really weird
It's
holdfast.
something we've seen before, actually, but you can see that the dead part on the right is greatly deteriorated, and it suggests that that's also really quite old. If there's a chance we're looking for something to collect a 10 or 15
I'm
centimeter.
going to go up and do the tablet.
Let's go up what?
You want to go up and see the living portion?
Yeah. You want to take
So,
my
Les,
camera and tilt up?
are you quite set
Copy
on
that.
getting a bit of this coral, or would you prefer to wait until we got to the
All the way
summit
to the
to
top
see what
video?
was up there?
Uh,
I guess we
Just
have
to
two
the polyps.
samples,
Yeah,
so we
the
can always get
polyps
one here
somewhere.
and one at the summit.
open polyps.
They're closing as we speak.
Yeah, maybe they've all started to close.
Keep going a little more. And hold.
Pilot, are you in a good position to get a sample here?
I can. I'm not in the good position right this moment to sample the tip,
Can
but I
send
can
her
get
right
in a
there.
good
It looks
position.
like
But
they're
the
all
ship is stopped
closed.
and we have plenty of time.
But we have time to do it if that's what you would like. Oh. And off I go.
Full light.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay. Is that what you'd like? A sample of this?
Yes, please. Just
Okay.
about 10 to 15 centimeters off the tip of this
All right.
leopardizes, please.
No problem. Oops. Okay,
Sorry, you
I'll
want it
take
back?
Yeah. Thanks.
There you go.
I'm going to settle in down here where it's easier to get a toe hold and get a really good shot of it before we sample. I'll try to do it where I have enough reach to sample from.
Okay, I'm going to spin up the HPU then.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's good.
And I'll retract the pins and stow the drawer.
Thanks.
I'm going to go wings outboard a little bit as well.
Okay, Roland. I got everything locked in so we can zoom in and hopefully get a real good still shot of this.
Max zoom.
Copy that. I'm off stick, so I'm just letting the autos hold.
With
Hmm? Okay, I think that's a real good close shot, so we can grab a piece.
okay, video's clear.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'll pull out wide and adjust as you need.
All right, I'm gonna grab from the end, so over here. Boink, there it is.
I can put up another view for you if you want.
Sure. You can put a mini Zeus if you want on the right. Thanks. That's good. Shouldn't be too hard of a snip. As long as the vehicle behaves. Teetering here. Good comms. Hydraulics spun up?
Yep.
Alright.
Pins are retracted, drawers closed.
So this is very exciting. We're
Ports.
going to
That.
be collecting
Wings
part
are
of this
outboard.
isolated coral. Just,
Arms live.
sort of the last tip of this very, very
Vehicles
long
still
coral.
holding. Reaching out. Carefully reaching out so as to
I'm going to take control of the mini pilot just in case you want me to move it.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Come under this curl. Does that look like about 15? Right here?
15 centimeters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough, or do you want a little more?
I think that looks pretty good.
Okay.
I think they want to make sure that they get one of the bamboo separations in it.
One of the nodes? Yeah, I see 3 or 4 nodes, but I can shimmy back just in case.
You want to? We can tilt down and look to see where you're at.
Okay. I'll tilt down, you can zoom in. I don't want to shift the vehicle around too much, but
You can also use HTC.
There's a node right
Yep,
there.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so we'll just grab it then. Back up from it a little bit. Great.
Okay, let me know if you want me to move the mini pilot.
Okay. Got it in grip. I'm just going to straighten my wrist out. We don't have any samples yet?
We do not have any samples yet.
Okay. Come full wide on HT1, please.
Do you know where you might be interested in putting this?
Easiest is in the port side,
Okay.
inner or outer, wherever it fits. Is
Okay,
that
great.
okay with you?
That's perfect.
All right.
We're going to have to, I think we might have to take off to open the drawer. We'll
No,
try.
You're okay.
All right.
You've got plenty of space.
Video swapping out.
And you're clear to open the drawer.
Okay. Extending port bio. And opening drawer.
Slow. Just so not to knock me
Slowly.
off my perch. And by knock, I mean just the momentum of the drawer. You're not going to hit anything, I don't think, but you can go a little quicker than that.
Okay, there we go.
And the lid is, wait for it, closed.
Lid's closed?
Yep.
Okay, closing. I extended the pin.
Bonk. That's what I meant by don't move the drawer too fast, but I guess it didn't knock us off, so that's good.
Okay, port bio pin extending.
So retract both pins. So those are spring loaded. So if you
Okay.
close the drawer with it extended, it'll push the pin out of the way. And unless you retract and re-extend, it won't
Okay,
So
I
fully-
retracted them both before I
fully
extended.
retract port. Okay, let's try again. Fully retract. Port
Yeah, I
and
did that
start.
the other day too.
And then extend the port.
Okay, extending port.
Great. And let's try that.
All right, opening drawer. Coming out slowly.
While this is being put away, I'll just mention that
There it is. I can see
my
the white of the
grad student
box.
Abby, the point who's worked on these whip-like bamboos, just chimed in on an email to me and suggested that this was one of the declayed whip-like forms because if you look along where the polyps are arranged, there's a bare spot along the axis. But the polyps don't go all the way around.
All right, that's fully out.
But they're on like 2/3 of the axis.
I want to know who keeps turning.
The whole 360 degrees of the axis.
Stop.
The other thing is that the polyps, when they're contracted, that was a really interesting picture.
So I should retract both of the
because,
pins now?
Polyps, contracted
What?
form these
I should
nice little
retract both of the
cylinders
pins now?
they're not bent over.
Yeah.
As some are, but they just contract downward slightly, and then the tentacles all fold in over the mouth, and leaving the needle-like sclerites visible all the way around. So those are a couple of other characteristics that you can use
Okay, closing drawer.
for this part of the bamboo genetic clade information.
Thanks very much. That was really interesting. All right, so we have collected our first sample of this dive.
Drawer closed.
It's an isolated whip coral, I think.
Fish swim in there.
It went into the port side inner box.
Okay,
You got a
I'm gonna
fish just above your camera there.
Yeah, there he is in the mini Zeus.
There he is.
Swimming right at us.
All right, I'm gonna disable the HPU.
Perfect.
Hello, fish. Goodbye, fish.
Hello again.
He's interested in our temp probe.
Uh-oh.
No, he's fine. He's off and below the vehicle. We can take off. He'll be safe and sound. Okay, off we go.
Okay. So we'll set up, and as soon as we line up, I can put in another ship move.
Roger that. So we're gonna line back up south.
180.
Okay. All right, swinging to port.
Have you guys started a move yet?
Not yet.
No.
Let me ask the geologists if they are interested in any sample collection here.
Oh,
Okay.
Two birds with one stone. I like it.
Yeah, we'll hold off on
Hey,
that.
This
geologists?
is a beautiful picture
I don't know if they're
of
loose,
the
though.
dike that we're looking at right now. This is
Maybe.
the thing I was describing earlier. This is Patty Fryer in University of Hawaii. And if you want to pick up a rock, if you don't have any yet.
We don't have any yet. This is the first real outcrop we've seen. So would you like something here, Patty?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
So, pilots, I think you probably heard that.
I did.
If we can pick up something here, I think this is absolutely the best outcrop we've seen so far in terms of being able to get a rock.
Copy that.
In
Well,
fact, pretty much the only outcrop we've seen so far.
I'll put my toe right back where it was. Only turned 90 degrees.
Okay.
And we'll line up for a rock instead.
Sorry I didn't mention this earlier.
No, actually, I would have had to adjust anyways.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Setting up HPU.
nothing, no harm done. See how that stays. So something reasonably sized in this pile, all right?
I think so.
Okay. Is there one
I have
that
a feeling that
jumps out at you as particularly angular? I know there's that huge one right in the middle of it all, but I
Is
don't know
that
if
one
we
too
should.
big?
That's a little big.
It's a little big. Is there anything better in this pile?
What about the one that's sort of 2 over and 1 up, right next to the dike from that center one?
Oh, up in the background there?
No, not that high.
Oh. Two. Oh,
The one in the corner?
oh, this one right here, center screen's okay.
Oh, okay. Can we get that one? The center screen?
Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay, I
meant
thought that was the one you thought was too big.
Yeah, the one that's here, I'll show you. The one that we're going to lose off the screen, like now, that's
Oh, yeah. that
half
one's
cut off is
yeah.
too big.
No, but how about the one that's sort
But
of right
the
in the middle
one
right now?
just left of the lasers, basically touching, that's okay.
Okay.
That's the one you want?
Looks good to me.
All right.
And Patty would like just about any rock. So it's really nice. As geologists, we're pretty easy to please.
Well, the last one was worried about not getting enough material with the manganese crust, so
That's true.
we were fighting size with him.
Yeah,
Because
I don't think we need, rocks that are 100 pounds each.
we won't be going for those at all. But it's good that you're more willing to compromise. All right. And we'll start with a little nudge, make sure that it's loose, even though it definitely looks loose.
Pretty much lips loose.
Yeah, but for the sake of procedure. And did we zoom on this yet?
I don't think we did because we just sort of landed on it.
We haven't zoomed in on
Oh,
it
we
yet.
should zoom on it, huh? I
That would be
forgot.
nice. Thank you.
That's sort of the rule. Why don't you come on in, video?
Okay, coming in.
And we'll just... I'm perched in such a way it's going to be to the left a little bit, but...
It's okay. I just won't zoom in as far.
Okay, we can kill lasers for a minute and get the jaw out of the view. There.
Do you want mini Zeus again, pilot?
No, that's okay. This one will be easy grab.
Okay.
That's enough of a zoom for us, certainly.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And we'll do another spinning zoom in the
Exactly.
jaws.
That's
So-
actually, I would
Zooming
say,
out.
even more important for us.
The in situ one I thought was a key
Oh, they both are.
So,
It looks like it is.
It's really nice because you can really see that dike feature
oh
to the left.
boy, did I misjudge how far away this is? That's really far away.
Is it really?
Well, we can fix that. Stand by. Let me just turn my heading a little bit. It's down a little hole more so than I thought. So.
Oh, he's moving.
I have faith in you. So while we're waiting for our pilots to get back in position to grab this nice rock, we are here at Northwest Guam Seamount. It's an extinct volcano. We've been moving up the slope, we've been going south pretty much the whole time. And our goal is to get to the summit and wander around. We've just picked up our first coral sample, and we're about to pick up our first basalt sample as well.
Oh, that's bigger than I realized. Look how far away that
Hey,
is.
you said it was the right size. We could take it.
I did say that. Did that look loose to you?
Didn't move there.
We're
Okay.
at a depth of about 12, 15 meters right
Let me
now.
put the arm in a safe spot and pick up and readjust for this.
The temperature is about 3.5 degrees here. Salinity is 34.5 PSU. And dissolved oxygen is 2.65 milligrams per liter.
We're going to nestle ourselves in a little more here.
Our biologists are saying that we should pick up the rock that has a sponge on it so that we can get a 2-for-1.
Ooh.
I don't think so, biologists. No, seriously, if that were a possibility, we would, of course, try to make that happen. But I think right now we're focused on a different rock.
Okay. All right. Now it's definitely in reach. And we'll give it another poke.
Video co-pilot. You can do a partial one. Sirius when you have a moment.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, partial's done.
Yeah, so it's loose.
Thanks, video.
Let the vehicle readjust itself
Looks
here.
like that rock moved, but is it too big?
It's bigger than we originally judged, that's for sure.
Would it be better if we tried to find a different rock, perhaps one of the two next to it?
One of the two next to it looks more reasonably sized.
Oh, no, I like the big ones because, yes, pick up a ball, of course.
Patty would like you to try for that one, but before you do, is it really too big? Do
Let
we
me get
need
the
to
jaw
something
close.
smaller?
Well,
Patty, you don't have to carry them in from the back deck.
yeah, it's your. You can make the call. I can definitely
Thank
pick it up,
goodness.
but it's actually kind of the one in reach right now.
Okay,
so
then
I
if you would get it, that would be great.
I can land up somewhere else and try for some smaller ones.
No, if you think this is one that will fit into the rock box, I say we go for it.
I don't know if we should judge rock size by whether it'll fit in the rock box. That sounds dangerous, but we'll get it close and see here. Get out of the way. Let's try like this. I'm not sure. I don't want to get the coral cutters, but I now have a good grip with my fingertips on this. Try that out. Okay, got a grip. Let's see if it's good enough to pick it up. That's a big rock.
I'm
you know
not
what?
sure this
We're
rock
gonna-
wants to go with us.
We could definitely get it, but that's just too big.
Okay.
Let's get a bigger or a smaller rock.
Would one of the two to the side work?
If I can reach them. Oh, I think I can. Here we go.
Is that sponge actually attached
I
to one
think
of the
there's-
rocks?
There's one down at the bottom of the field of view that is sitting on another rock, kind of has a triangular face facing us. It might be easier to get a grip on it.
this guy here, I just was afraid that was mostly crust,
Yeah,
but
I am
to the
too,
left
actually.
of the nib, right, that's the one.
Patty, I'm a little concerned that that one's mostly manganese crust and maybe not a lot of rock. It looks pretty flat.
Oh,
we can pick it up and
okay.
find out.
Yeah, I see your point. That's a good idea.
Do you want to pick it up and see the thickness?
No, I think, well, I mean, we could pick it up and look to see. It just, from this vantage point, it looks pretty flat. But the other ones look a little bit more,
Blocky.
yeah, which is really what we'd like to try to pick up.
Okay, this one's smaller, so we want this in the starboard box. So let's bring that in and open the lid.
I thought the starboard box doesn't have a lid.
Or a port box. We want the one with the lid.
Okay.
We want smaller rocks and one with the lid so we don't lose it on recovery.
Got it. Great.
So we'll go ahead and bring that wing in, and we'll
Okay.
open the lid if
It's
it's not
okay
too
with
much
you.
in the
I'm
way.
going to switch to the mini on my
Yep.
display then.
Yep, you may. You
I'm
can
going to
take
take
the menu,
control of
move
it.
it all you want. And just, did you see the block we're grabbing?
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't cover it with the, block my view from it with the wing.
Copy. All right, so we're going for the port
box inboard so I can go ahead and
All right.
open the lid before we get...
Port box coming inboard.
Yeah, thanks. Nice work. And...
Oh.
That's okay.
All
Inboard all the way?
No, I still have a little
Oh.
bit to go, but it was...
Yeah, you're okay.
I was
It won't
worried.
fall off, I don't think.
All right.
Hasn't yet. Maybe it
Yeah,
will, but
manganese
hasn't
crusted basalt.
yet. There you go. That's
Powdered
fine.
basalt.
I want to be able to see in there. All right, let's get the lid open. Sorry, guys. Just take a second.
We're in no rush.
Good. Just trying to get my fingers snuck in here. There it is. Much more reasonably sized. Get it up in the light pool.
Perfect. Can we do
You
some
want me to tilt up
yeah.
for you?
glamour shots with the rock?
I got it. Of course, of course, of course. We will do exactly that.
Man,
There's...
and look at those nice angular features on the rocks behind it in that dike. Fantastic.
Okay, video, you can go in.
Okay, zooming in.
So we're picking up this smaller piece of
And we'll
what
rotate.
should be a little bit manganese encrusted, but from a dike feature that is just to the left. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good looking rock.
Good.
Patty, what do you think? Patty must agree with me because she's not saying anything.
She's in awe.
She is. She's an awe of the rock.
All right.
That's great.
That looks like a revolution to me.
Yep.
Or there it is. There's the revolution. Great. And come wide, please.
Okay, coming wide.
Well, let's get the studs.
I think the biologist might still be pouting that we didn't pick up the rock that had the sponge on it.
Well, next time, maybe. Tuck this over here so someone can put some on top of it if they decide to get another rock.
Great.
Blink.
All right. Did you press the button?
Close the lid.
Excellent. So we've just collected our first
Blink.
bio
Okay,
and
I'll
geo
go
samples
outboard now.
for
Great.
this particular dive. Thanks so much, pilots. That was great.
Thank you. stowed. I think my lunch relief is here. He is. All right.
Video, would you go full wide on Sirius?
Okay, coming wide on Sirius. There you
Thanks.
go, full wide.
Thank you.
So as we wait here, there's actually a little, there's a shift change going on for our ROV pilots. After they have a chance to settle and learn from each other, we'll probably continue to head up the slope towards waypoint 2. Once we reach waypoint 2, which will be the summit, one of the summits of this seamount, then we'll basically wander around, traversing where we will, looking for biological communities.
Pilot, nav.
Go pilot. Nav.
Co-pilot, pilot.
That was the most uninteresting greeting ever.
I had to complete it. I couldn't help it.
I know.
Waypoint 2 is almost directly south of us. I think that's the direction we want to go, uphill.
Yeah, I heard, and Andy said that 180 was about uphill, but we were slightly off.
We full wide video?
Yes, we are.
All right, thank you. All right, so I'm going to push over to my port.
Okay, I'll bring my heading around.
And we're heading due south, Nav?
That's where we need to go, yeah. So I figure you can get a lay of the land and then we'll call in a move.
Oh, we're finally, we're shallow enough where the delay isn't that big a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I am 180, and that looks pretty good in my sonar for uphill.
All right. I'm good.
How many meters do you guys want to go?
What do you think, Carl?
I don't know.
It's like we
40.
finally found a basalt.
Okay.
It's only taken us hours to get here.
With no delay, we can keep popping along.
So excited.
Calling it.
Hours.
Bridge, RV nav.
I have been in purgatory.
Go ahead.
I'd like to request a ship move 40 meters, bearing 180, 0.2 knots.
I repeat, ship move 40 meters, bearing 180, speed 0.2.
Good copy, Bridge.
So we're back in a lot of volcanic talus, very little sediment. We just wandered by a dike feature. Really very different looking than the beginning of
Bring
this
my
dive.
lowers in just a little bit.
Want to bring them up a little?
Yeah, still, I'm just, at least the starboard one.
Okay. Let me see.
So, do we have a ship move in?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Okay, that's all the way right.
Little tiny white coral, bottom of the screen.
We can snap zoom on it if you want, but I think it's a style asteroid.
All right, video, let's do a quick zoom here.
Okay, zooming in.
Yep, style asteroid. Thank you, pilots. Let's keep heading up slope.
Okay,
All right, come on out.
zooming out.
I'm going to bring your port wing
in a little and then see where the shilling is. It looks kind of crammed in there if you look at the pilot cam.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I wonder if we're just going to be driving up most of the tailless slope until we reach this local high.
Looks like you're at the end of your leash.
Yeah. Come on in, video. Just do a quick
Okay,
zoom on
zooming
this
in.
while I'm waiting for the ship. Oh, crinoid.
Another Comanche-lid crinoid. Yeah, we've seen quite a couple of these on this dive so far.
Yeah, come on out, video.
Okay, coming out.
Can we zoom in on the chrysogorgid coral, just on the
Just at the bottom.
of the
Absolutely.
big rock, please?
Looks like a chrysogorgid of time sticking out of the wall. Can you get a close-up of that, please?
Hey, come on in, video.
Okay, going in.
So this is indeed a chrysogorgid coral with commensal squat lobster inside of it.
Oh, sorry, I lost my toe.
And also there's one of the Phorea sponges with a shrimp in it. Oh my gosh, can we zoom on that after?
Absolutely.
Okay, I have more zoom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go in? Okay.
About halfway through
So
the
this
ship.
is likely a chirostylid.
See at these polyps, at the base of the polyp, you'll see it's expanded and surrounds the branch. This coral, the entire coral, the polyp has eggs, or most probably eggs in those expanded areas. It's a fairly typical chrysogorgid morphology for the egg ring. The whole polyp changes shape.
Okay, hydraulics are off. I'm definitely moving along here.
Hold the egg.
All right, let's come out and get the sponge
Thank
while
you,
we have
Les.
time.
Okay, sounds good. Coming out for the sponge.
Hold there.
Holding.
So you want this guy in the lower left?
Yeah, so if we can
Yep.
zoom on that Phorea sponge, then inside of it there's a tiny glass shrimp
All right, come on in, video.
Okay, zooming in.
in the top of it. Yeah, just at the... Is that full zoom?
No,
Can we zoom a little
There's
bit?
going in. That's max zoom.
Possible to see what that is, but I don't know what the heck it is.
So you can see the underside of it, whatever it is, inside of the shrimp. Is that full zoom?
Yes, that's
Okay.
max zoom.
And it looks like there's something else again to the bottom. It looks like there are two things inside of this sponge, one at the top and one at the bottom. Sort of, well, midway down. And then there's also a tiny urchin just below it. Thank you. Interesting ecologically.
All right, when you're happy, video, I got a scoop.
Okay,
Yep, feel free.
zooming
Go
out.
for it.
My camera's at 80 degrees.
Yeah, copy. Pushing ahead.
So Shirley Pomponi has just chimed in and said that quite often this is a mating pair of crustaceans. So similar to how we see with the amphipods that live on stalks of things, This is also a mating pair of crustaceans, and they tend to inhabit these sponges. She's not sure whether that's what's happening in this case, but that is something that does get seen quite regularly in some sponges. So it looks like we're coming up to another Bathypathes black coral,
Come on in, video.
as well as
Okay,
there's something
zooming
else
in.
behind it, perhaps a dead stalk or stylasterid. Nope, stylasterid.
Okay, gonna stop here first.
You can come in.
Okay,
Yep.
coming in.
Now, bridge, move complete.
Thank you, Bridge.
All right, hold that.
Okay,
And then there was also quite a large...
Ship in position, pilots.
Oh, this also has a tiny squat lobster living on it.
Think enough.
Beautiful.
All right, come on in, video.
okay, coming out.
Anything else here? Watch lead.
Can we zoom on the very large lepidisis coral that was, I think, to the right? There
Yeah.
was a big wood coral somewhere.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
What is behind us? Look at the far back of the screen.
That's where we're going.
Good, we'll get to see it
yeah.
eventually.
So this actually looks slightly like a dead. Because we can, I think all we're seeing here is a skeleton, perhaps.
Hey, come on in, video.
And you can see the very
Okay,
obvious
zooming in.
Those nodes.
sort of nodes, exactly, moving. Oh no, no,
Oh,
it's
no,
not
it still
very
has
much
polyps,
alive.
yeah.
Very much alive.
All right, hold that.
Just
Okay, holding.
from a distance, you could barely see these very small polyps, and you can see that very clear node. The very clear banding, basically, in the coral as it moves up. You can
Good
also see
shot.
the Nematococcinus shrimp behind. So Scott is confirming that this is what we think is lepidisis, which is a type of bamboo coral. And it also looks like there's a tiny hermit crab on the rock as well.
Do you have any more zoom for the hermit crab?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
That's next zoom.
Yep, you can just see his legs poking out from behind the shell.
All right,
Okay.
hold that zoom.
Okay,
Let's look at the polyps. There was a branch somewhere up here.
It's never going to end.
Was there a branch? I didn't notice a branch.
Yes.
Oh, there's a branch.
I see a branch.
I know.
There it is.
ah, there it
Oh,
is.
wow.
That's
It's like
beautiful.
a stumpy branch. So Les, do you know which lepidisis this is? Do we have any more zoom?
That's
Just it?
next zoom.
I can
So
get
why would
closer.
it have just one little branch in sort of a random location?
I am not sure. Perhaps Scott France or Les Watling would like to call in and answer that question for us.
So I think that's max zoom.
It is next zoom.
Okay, thanks.
If I get closer, we'll lose a lot more light. All right, let's pull out here.
Okay, thank you for those shots.
Yeah.
I think I pretty much stopped moving here.
Yeah, I think Sirius settled out.
Something was chewing on this guy though.
So it's really interesting.